Merry Christmas, everyone! The day of spending time with family, peppermint shit everywhere, doxing Santa Claus, and obesity down the chimney. With being the most celebrated holiday worldwide, it's a big cash cow. But Christmas consumerism got me a Switch Lite back in 2019, so I'm not complaining. The legend of old Saint Nick flying over the world, handing out presents to everyone, except for poverty. They gotta stick with toys or tots or nothing. The point is, Christmas is money-fueled, and it's spanked on everything from a Sega Saturn Nights in the Dreams demo to goddamn bath towels. Like, Jesus Christ, who wants to get out of the shower and wrap some old bearded guy around them? And Jesus Christ indeed is what this thing is apparently about. I skimmed through his biography. He was born in a barn, blah blah, sold out for 30 pieces of silver, blah blah, 3 days later, whatever. But that's not what this video is about. It's about shitty tie-in games about 40 years too late. But in 1970, a stop-motion film was released called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's just a basic Christmas movie telling the origin of old Saint Nick. But in 2011, the studio, Red Wagon Games, decided to make a shitty shovelware game based on it at the end of the lifespan of the DS and Wii in 2011. Red Wagon Games is just one of those shovelware sweatshop making games like Kid Fit Island Resort and Aladdin Magic Racer. Like, the fuck is that? Shovelware, basically. The game was destined to be given out on Christmas instead of a game you actually wanted, because grandma doesn't know the quality difference between The World Ends With You and fucking World of Zoo. It's a short video because 1, this game is garbage, 2, I started working on this video a day before I uploaded it. But let's gather around the fireplace, turn on the DS, and play this garbage. You might be like, Cosmos, are you fucking kidding me? Is this worth making a video on? No, it really isn't. But when we get into the game, we're greeted to this fucker, ST Kluger. STD for short. He tells us basically the same thing he says in the special. He's the narrator. I thought this would just be a shitty minigame collection with no plot, but they recreated the entire plot in glorious. The fuck is that? It's just a story in a visual novel format with the worst minigames I've ever had the misfortune of playing. Who was a developer who thought shitty color by numbers on the DS was fun? Or Penguin who jumps like a goddamn pogo stick, grabbing presents while you play God and make boxes appear and disappear. But unlike another fan-favorite visual novel that came out the same year in Japan, this one has shitty Nintendogs with topper penguins, so it's better than that one. So a quick version of the story is that someone leaves some random-ass baby on the mayor's doorstep. Normal reaction like, fuck no, send him to the orphanage. And then the abduction, and he ends up in the Kringle family as Kris Kringle. Grows up to be a toy maker, then grows up to deliver presents around the world, and then grows up not to be supported by the Wii Balance Board. So Mr. SD wants us to look for letters in some maze, so this minigame is just literally just a maze with a touchscreen. This game is just story, loading screen, shitty minigame, loading screen, story, minigame, for on and on for over an hour. It's also home to the shittiest platforming segments I've ever played in a video game. And who could forget the coloring sections? This game feels like the back of a cereal box. By the end of the game, I was agreeing with the mayor. The less of these shitty minigames, the better. I'm starting to realize I don't have much to say about this game. It was made for 5-year-olds, not game reviewers. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna beat this game. I'm not gonna let it win. There are 2 more chapters out of the first one. I'm not doing that. I'm done. You know what? Fuck you, Red Wagon Games. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is a short, silly Christmas video. I'm not trying fucking Guantanamo Bay torture methods on myself. But you know what? At the end of the day, even after playing this garbage, this game represents 2 things to me. The warmth of Christmas, watching Christmas specials with family, the joy of the 25th of December, ripping off the wrapping paper to reveal whatever's decided, decorating the Christmas tree, and hoping then Santa Claus got you a Wii U instead of socks. Christmas season being my favorite time to just relax and spend time with people. And it also represents how Christmas is just selling shitty DS games to make Christmas really feel like consumerism on steroids.